feel as though we're gonna get to the point here where we just understand that when I'm here and I've got bold brows and proud eyes, we know that that means we gotta get to it. Because we've got to get to it. Today's look is going to be something I'm trying to recreate that I made a few months ago when I went to a funeral, which is what's so funny. But this is more of a matte, very natural, whatever that means, look that I'm debating wearing for my engagement photos. A month ago now, I had done an engagement photo ready look that I thought I liked then, but you always think there's another look that's better out there. And one of those looks I was debating was more of a matte orangey brown look. The orangey brown is just a theme here. It is what it is. But I was thinking about this, and I know that I had done it for a funeral. That's so morbid, so let's get it off. And that's what this is going to be today. I'll keep talking. Eyebrows are on, eyelids are primed. I'm going to say excuse my brows, but I hate when people say that because a lot of the times I'm like, your brows look fine because they do on camera. But over the last month, I've been trying the LA Girl pencil, and since I'm so used to the ABH one, I feel like they don't look bad. Like I look at them and I'm like intrigued by them. I think just because it's so, not so different, they're still brows. It's different to me, so I'm kind of like, I don't know. Not sure. We are going to jump right in, and I'm going to be taking the Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie shade. So this is what it looks like if you didn't know. It's well loved. For this look, I am really trying to use tones that complement not only my eyes but my skin tone. That is why I tend to go to the more orangier tones, as much as I do love warm tones. It's also because I find that this is what complements my eyes and my skin tone the best. This transition color in specifically is everything to me. So I'm going to take Peach Smoothie, and I'm going to take Morphe R37. Yes, it's dirty. Yes, I told you I was going to clean my brushes. No, I did not yet. So I'm going to go in. And since this color is not too different from my actual skin tone, I'm just going to do what I always do, focus it more on the outer edge in the beginning of that crease, and then afterwards I will sweep it around. And then on that same brush, I'm going to take Wake Up Call by ColourPop. It's a little bit more of a neutral brown shade, and I'm going to focus this closer to like below that crease really. So same brush. You'll see I'm patting it in that outer edge and bringing it to the crease. I'm more actually stamping this color on the outer edge, sweeping it slightly into the V. Honestly, I would go in with a different brush, but... And then because I really cannot help myself, I'm taking the Morphe MB23, no product, and it's just how I like to blend. And then I'm going to take an incredibly, this isn't dirty as much as it was used one time with a really dark color. That's what I'm telling myself. This is one of those Wet n Wild small crease brushes that I love that I think I talked about previously. This is where I'm going to take Railgar, this much more burnt dark orange. And on this brush, I'm really just going to be focusing this on my outer edge, definitely below. You'll see I'm sweeping it into the crease a little bit. More focused on placing shadows down. After the color's down, I'm taking the Morphe MB23 again and blending that out. And that is it for the top of the eyes. You probably could have done your face first, but habits. So I didn't really have much fallout. That's another reason you could have done it, but I just like to take this, clean it up, For my skin, I've recently, it's not doing something different, but recently I haven't wanted to be as matte as normal. That is not to say I want to be dewy. There's something in between. I want my skin to be hydrated, looking fresh. Not glowy, because glowy to me means like oils or that dew. I do not want to be those things, but I do want my skin to just look like youthful and fresh and hydrated. I feel like that's what I could think of more. And especially if right now I'm going to do one of those escape rooms. Like, it's 5 o'clock right now. I'm just kind of getting ready because we're going out in a couple hours and then that's it. So I don't need like long wearing or anything crazy on my face, but I do, when I'm filming, and I just want to look hydrated. That's the best word I can say. It'll change. So I'm taking the Coconut Skin Smoothing Priming Moisturizer. This was like a 100-point perk that I didn't like at first, and then recently I actually have been liking it. Usually I don't use it on its own. I would use it on the outer perimeters of my face, and then really go in with a more mattifying, smoothing, pore minimizing one on my nose. But we're not here for the long lasting or whatever. I just want my skin to look a little bit better. So then I'm going to try doing something I don't normally do. I'm taking the DIOR AIRFLASH foundation. This is in 200. I use this a lot for my like long nights, but I use this on top of either my Tarte or my Fenty, or on top of another foundation. I'm going to try just going in with this alone, since to me it feels like it's lighter since I'm spraying it on a brush and it's not like a thick liquid. I don't know. I don't go in with this foundation much on its own. Maybe a few times. So as you can see, or maybe you can't see, this isn't a like very full coverage foundation. You can still see a lot of redness I have on my face. My cheeks get pretty red, my nose definitely. And it's like not very matte, but more of a mattifying foundation when you like feel it on your face, even though you probably can see a little bit of that moisturizing primer. But that's why I actually prefer going in with this with other foundations. I understand that's incredibly excessive because this is a very expensive foundation. I'm not sure if you'll notice because I'll speed it up, but I have to spray my brush like quite often to keep going. I only just do like a ch-ch and do a little bit, just because I feel like if I spray too much on there, it's gonna like dry before it can get to my face. But I can build it up in areas. Again, this just helps your skin look more like your skin, but better. I feel like I say that about a lot of things, but it is lightweight, at least in that sense. I like applying it with the brush. I've applied it a couple times with a beauty blender. I just think maybe it's easier with the sponge. So for tonight, this should be good. We'll see though. I don't know how often I've worn this on its own, if ever, which is like bad on my part. So even as much as I want light, natural coverage on my face, I always want to conceal my under eyes like no other. So I'm going to take the LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is in the shade Porcelain. I really wanted to do a test of this versus the Shape Tape. I hate this applicator. I feel like I heard really good things about this concealer, and I think I like it, but I think I hate the applicator so much that it unfazes me about if I like it or not. Like, look. So I'm taking a damp Real Technique sponge. So I'm not sure if my like nose redness is just worse than normal, or this isn't helping, because I'm not really liking how that is happening. But again, I need to do like a really next next to next, side by side with Shape Tape. It fell. Just to see how I really feel about it, or if it's just I'm staring too hard at it and looking for something. I'm just going to take the Coty Airspun powder. Even though I have like the Patrick Star powder and the RCMA powder and the Laura Mercier powder, this powder is just always my go-to. I just find myself preferring it. I talk about wanting to be fresh face, glowing, not glowy, fresh face, hydrated, whatever, and then I douse myself in powder. I don't know if that's just because it's like a habit from being so oily, or the fact that in an hour it'll look like I never powdered at all. I don't know. Oh, my hair's wet. Surprise! So for today, I'm not going to contour because I don't want to. We are going to just bronze, and we're going to take ColourPop bronzer in Private Party. I've really been liking this bronzer. I've been using it about 2 weeks. It's very pigmented, and it has a little bit more of a satin finish, I would say, than a matte, which I kind of like. Oh, the blush brush of Real Techniques, per usual. For blush, I'm going to go in with MAC Warm Soul, and I'm not going to lie, this is just because I shoved my hand in my blush drawer and this is what came up. E4. And then for highlight, I'm taking the ColourPop Here Kitty Kitty highlight. I've just started using this, so I want to test it out. I'm taking this on my Morphe M438, my not normal highlighting brush, because if you've noticed at all, Dom used my highlighting brush to blend out my under eye concealer in the video we did together, so RIP for now. For under the eyes, I'm actually just going to go straight in with Rail Bar. That shade we used before on my Morphe E18, which is a little bit bigger of a fluffy pencil brush. And I'm just going to, I almost said stroke this underneath. That might be awkward. And then I'm going to go with the ColourPop Here Kitty Kitty highlighter that we went in with. And that's what I'm going to use to my brow bone and my inner corner. Brow bone, I'm using the e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush. And then the inner corner is the e.l.f. small smudge brush. The one that I was using, tell you I think is the lip brush. I guess I just never took the time to look because it says small smudge brush. Then I'm going to take this Brilliant Beauty eyelash curler. I never used to curl my eyelashes because I have pretty curled eyelashes and never really saw a problem with it. Lately, in my older age, I've noticed a little bit. So I am just going to use these. Could also be because these absolutely scare the living crap out of me. And then I'm going to take the Essence Lash Volume False Effect Lash Mascara. I'm messing all that up because mine is so worn off. And the Maybelline The Falsies of Volume Express. I love these two. Then I am going to take the Rimmel Lasting Finish 1000 Kisses Stay On Lip Contouring Pencil. Oh my god, fit in many more words. In tiramisu. I've been using this. I love to start sentences and then just start doing something and not finishing them. Then I'm going to take ColourPop Lippy Stick in Aquarius. Kind of just fill in all those areas I was too lazy to line. And then I'm going to take my Quick Fix Hydra Charge Complexion Prep Priming Spray. But I'm obsessed with this and I want a Hydra Charge. And then because we're being extra. I'm going to take the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I think I could just take like the spray water bottles of like anything of water and be happy, because I don't think I use this always for its setting properties as much as like I just like how it melts the powders in together. So then that is it. The Matte Engagement Warm Eyes with my hydrated fresh face. Just so a face. I'm more like you describe. I'm done describing. This is it. This is the look I have. I do actually think I prefer these eyes for my engagement photos than the other eyes I had done. I don't know. I just kind of felt after, I was like, I don't think that was the direction I wanted to go in. But I'm thinking this may be more. It could change. Maybe I'll tell you when I actually choose. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this look. Please comment, link, rate, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle. Or, as always, just keep watching and I will see you in the next one.